What's going on, man? It's Shay. What's going on? Let me know if y'all hear me loud and clear. Let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear anything I'm saying, I'm gonna wait all of it. 2 hours short, using up one week over here. We don't talk about you guys rich today, okay? Now, we're gonna be respectful, you know, so we're gonna keep it professional level, okay? Now, you know, your girl come on in, all the party for going on. Nadia was bad. What was I? I'm gonna check this out. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Now y'all bad on y'all side. Okay, testing. 1, 2, 3. What's happening? Okay. I don't know, Dirty Bro, if it's me or you. Sound is broken. Sound's broken up. Well, I got it on the snowball. It's not clear. 6 days a week, G1. It's still bad. In the 90s. That ain't funny. Gonna get it's better. I don't know, y'all. It's on the microphone. It's on the microphone, y'all. It's on the microphone. What you call? So I don't know. Hopefully it gets better as time goes on. But we're gonna talk about your girl J Rich today. You know, yeah, I know she been having her own authority for a while, and yeah, she had her own authority for a while, and she recently went on Truck and Hustle to talk about her challenges of being a fleet owner, which I was trying to be. I'm trying to be. Y'all know I want to get my own authority as well. They want Baby Blue, and I thought it was interesting to talk about because it is harder for us females, especially any African female, to build up a business and maintain. Okay, it is extremely difficult. Really, really is. So I'll put the play y'all, and we'll come back and talk more about commentary about her. It was a really interesting, very interesting interview. Hold on.
All right, Hustle fam, we back. It's your man Ramel, and you know, anytime I'm in H-Town, I'm in Houston, I gotta check in with the family. Big J Rich.
Big J Rich.
Is it Big J Rich
It
now?
is. It was J Rich, now it's Big J Rich.
So,
right.
We weren't in person, but man, you were telling your story, and it was just amazing just watching how you came from corporate to getting in the truck, you know, to building your business, and you were actually just kind of expanding. You were getting the government contracting at that time, and you were just, you know, just growing into who you are now. Big J Rich, right? And that's at the beginning, so I'm like, yo, we got to run it back. Yeah. We got to check in. We got to see what's been going on since then. It's been like, what, a year or two?
Yeah, it's been 2 years.
2 years
Yeah,
since
2
then?
years.
So I'm like, yo, I got to check in with the homie, man,
Yeah.
and just see what's up. So it's good to have you back,
Thank you. I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to finally meet you again.
Yeah,
we met at a few few events, but just to
Right.
have that sit
Just to
down,
be
that's
able to
what's
sit
up.
down and
Right.
chop it up.
So I appreciate this.
No doubt,
Yeah.
no doubt. So what's been going on, Jay? What's
Man.
new? Give just catch us up real quick, and then we'll go back and forth because there's people who may not have seen the first episode,
Right.
so we want to catch them up to speed. But kind of tell us what's going on in your world right now.
Okay, so 2 years ago, I started my trucking company and I started my authority. I grew fast. And to be honest with you, I grew faster to the point where I couldn't even keep up. I was running more of a hustle to my business than actually running like a full professional business, keeping all documents, dotting my I's, crossing my T's and everything. So I had to pull back some. I made a lot of mistakes starting off my trucking company. Like, I guess because I came in the industry as like a driver to an operator, so I'm like, yeah, I'm ready for all this. And then one truck with the five trucks with the 10, and I was like in between 14 to 17 trucks, depending on what the drivers were feeling. If they want to work that week, they was working. If not, so it became so chaotic because I had lost a big contract.
Okay.
And I had two driver trucks that broke down. The customer basically told me it was like high value products that was on the trailers, and like we can't afford that, so they had to drop me, right? So, man, when I tell you, you ever had a fight before? And,
I have.
And you ever got beat up before?
I have.
Okay, you know that feeling?
For sure.
That's exactly how I felt. And at the time, man, it was because the money was flowing in. Everybody was, getting paid. Everything was good. And I had all my eggs in that one basket when it come down to that contract.
Right.
So when I lost it, it was like my heart was just like, what are you gonna do? I had all this responsibility when it comes down to, I had to take care of these drivers. I had to make sure they, get paid. I had my employees, so I had to just come to my senses. I said, I gotta tell these people like, yo, I'm gonna have to find some other work with y'all. I mean, for y'all, but it's not gonna be the same type of money.
Right.
Now, during this time, this is like Christmas time that this happened.
Okay.
And so I'm having to be the bigger person. And like they say, at the end of the day, as a CEO, you're the last person to eat.
Big facts.
And I would see like for weeks as I was transitioning trucks, I was putting them on like different lanes and getting on the load boards. I'm contacting JB Hunt. Oh Lord, that was just terrible. I'm like, JB Hunt, listen, I got some power on the units. What lanes y'all have? So it was like it was to the point where it was very stressful because I felt like a failure at that time. It was like, man, I failed my people. More like, yeah, I failed my business, but I failed my people because we had this lane going. And yeah, even though the drivers, the trucks broke down, it was out of their hands, but at the same time, it was more so like, man, Jay, this taught me you can't keep all your eggs in one basket in this industry, right?
Yeah.
So I started sharing the story, bits and pieces, with my people, with Rich Gang. And I started getting all types of people contacting me like, can you help me with
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of...
Okay. All right. That's a smaller, short little clip of it. We have to keep it short. Okay. Um, I don't want to talk. I want to say it's better. Okay. So, all right. So that's just a small clip. You have to go watch the full interview on Truck and Hustle. Okay. A real bomb podcast, really showing everything as a show on different lanes and different relationships and our ways to make money in this whole umbrella that we underneath. So I don't think she really gave everything, of course, into her business as to why she really lost Amazon. But let's keep it 100. We've already came across some people on here that had negative things to say about Amazon. Okay, I don't think that it's getting to a point now, even with your own authority, from people that I've talked to, the Amazon is not maybe the lick to build or be a stable underneath. Okay, Amazon is its own machine and is building its own way. Period. Okay. Now notice that she said that it was more like a hustle. Okay, so like, I know what she meant once underneath there. I mean, I know she meant by it, but like, does that mean that you didn't really build an outline to your business? Yeah, you have to let us know. Well, she may not let us know. You know what I'm saying, to J Rich Logistics. But I wonder, was she cut or given a hard time just purely for being an African American female? Okay. I've talked to other couples. We already had a broker come up on here that said it was old money from Amazon, if y'all remember that or not. And so Amazon is starting to be the go-to for building your business, okay, or building up your freight right about now. Um, but I was interested in an interview. Go watch it. Um, and I have to say that I feel like when you're building a business, you have to be concerned about the drivers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that she's not. I'm not saying she's not. But when you build a business, you can get excited looking at the money. And out here, it's the same thing. You can look at the money, get all excited, and forget to secure your drivers. Like last video, we talked about time going to Vital, Texas. These companies don't care about that. They don't they'll care about his number. You know what I'm saying? So, and the thing of it is, I come across a lot of guys that speak positive or negative about Jay Rich, but she's done something that a lot of you men have not been able to do, or can't do, or too scared to do. Okay. But a lot of you guys that are been driving 15, 16, 13, 11, 20 years. Some of you have never even owned your own truck, or you only even leased a truck for what, a week, a month. Never even tried to get your own authority. Okay, wouldn't even start your own authority. Okay, so you can't knock. So you can't knock a sis for going after it, and going and achieving her goals. Right now, I heard her say she went from 14 trucks, which we didn't know. We didn't know she got that big on here. She ain't been on YouTube that frequently in the last 6 months. And see, that's the part that kind of scares me, having that many trucks to manage. Okay, now it's halfway a struggle keeping this one, but this one, y'all know, this one don't belong to me. Right, I would love to go back and get baby blue. Right, but could you imagine managing that many vehicles and keeping that many drivers happy? It's not an easy task. It's not an easy thing. A lot of you men wouldn't handle it. A lot of y'all are leasing trucks and giving y'all trucks up in 2 or 3 months. So how you gonna knock a woman going after hers? Okay, and like she said, she made a lot of mistakes. Mistakes are going to be made. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing this video really because I hope it's inspiration for a lot of you ladies that want to jump in and either get your own truck, lease a truck, or go out their own authority like me. Okay, I hope that you get inspired from watching the video. Um, what she's doing, you can definitely do. Okay, but I'd be surprised as much negative talk has been said. You know what I'm saying? About this woman, and she's not doing nothing but really going after her dreams and doing what she needs to do. Let me know if my sound a little bit bad. Hold on. I'll let y'all real fast. Hold on. Dirty Broke say you still don't hear me, get Dirty Broke, if you still here. Okay, one two one, so one, so it's better. What's up on your fist line? Y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all hear me. Okay. So I think it's really pretty much safe to say, for those of you that want to get your own authority started, or you're trying to get your own authority started, or you're planning to get your authority started, Amazon ain't the league. Okay, it's been way too many stories about them with people with their own authority, brand new authorities. With your own brand new authority, I think people kind of do you any kind of way anyway. from like people that I speak to and I talk to. Now I think she moves like van freight. If you go watch the video, she talks about having a direct contract going in out of Louisiana, um, just moving pallets. Okay, and you would think that kind of load wouldn't be no problem. Of course, just moving pallets. It's not even freight. So it's a lot to go through. I mean, I'm not scared about getting my own authority still, even by watching this, even because everybody has their own business structure. Okay, we only know bits and pieces of what she gives us. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Johnny on the flip side. Who is this? Okay, Nathan. Oh yeah, okay. You hear me good? Good. But yeah, I'm still not afraid, y'all, of getting my own authority started. Okay. Um, you know, but Jay Rich, I hope you watch this, baby. I hope it does come clear on your end because it's in a whole mix of you doing your thing, and it's coming from people that don't even know what's going on, just guessing. They don't know what you're doing. They're not you building your business. They don't know anything. We're just guessing for the most part. But but I hope that even with your losses, you keep going. Now back to being a woman, because I feel like us ladies we're gonna give her a hard time anyway when we want to start our own authority. I wonder if that's been part of the issues that she had dealing with certain things and building your business. Okay, I know that you have to build your business credit up, you have to do all this and that and the other, and you have to be on the phone. You got to deal with vendors and their rules. There's always rules and people you have to abide by. Don't ever think because when you watch a clip, don't ever think that because you have your own authority that you're gonna go 100% by your own rules. You're not. Okay, it's just something you still have to answer to. Okay, daily. Give you all one of your own numbers. Then she goes into detail of how her DOT was stolen, which I didn't know that could even happen. I didn't know somebody could steal your DOT number. Okay, that was a surprise. And I'm like, how the hell did it even happen? And she goes into further in detail about how people was pulling up, making deliveries, and saying with her DOT number, saying this and the other, and um, what's that? I'm here to make a delivery, and they're like, "Who are you?" People know who you are, so it's like how there not any stipulations to keep that from happening. You have to go through so many channels to even start your own authority. So how can somebody just go in and steal your DOT number and literally, then come on, I literally driving down the highway with your numbers on the side of their vehicle? How can that even happen? Now she didn't go through deep details like how they just do it from off Google. That they just was an old ex driver of hers that infiltrated through her company a little bit and got a little bit comfortable and dug and got the information. She didn't go through that deep into it. All she said is that somebody stole her DOT numbers, which was helpful insight for me because I know that could even happen, child. So, ladies and gentlemen, you got to guard your DOT number too, which you can't really damn do because that's on the side of your vehicle, and it has to be on the side of your vehicle to do DOT, right? So, like, wow, that's something, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I wonder if something she went through was because of her ethnicity. Okay, um, now when she said that she went through having drivers being down and she was switching around here and there. Um, I wish she would have went a little bit deeper in on the end. Like I said, she gave a good summary, a lot of things that happened to her, but I wish she would have really gave a little bit more of the raw, a little more raw to us, as a as a following. But um, it sounded like from an interview that she kind of grew a little bit too fast that she couldn't manage. That's what it really sounds like. And that's one thing I think you don't ever want to do. You don't want to do too much at one time. And not be able to keep it all together in a line. I think that's what she was trying to really say in it. But the biggest thing I feel like for me in running your own business and also with your own authority, which I haven't started yet, is keeping drivers. Okay, that's one of the biggest things because you in competition with other companies, and you know keeping drivers. I think it's one of the challenges I think that she might have faced. Like I said, she really didn't really dive real deep in. I wish she would have. I really give us an answer because she's been going off YouTube for a while. So I wonder has she ever been through when her truck's being abandoned. I mean, to me, her truck's been abandoned on the side of the road. Yeah, I wonder if she went through that yet and how that process was for her. Okay. Um, but I was like, wow, really? You know what I'm saying? To be losing contracts, be buying trucks, losing contracts. That's not cool. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, let me know if y'all hear me now. Let me know if it's still back to being fuzzy. Yeah, let me know. Y'all hear me. Um, but this didn't deteriorate me, fam. This didn't deter me to take me off of starting my own authority. I do want to start my own authority soon. If it wasn't for Baby Blue being down, I think I'd be my own authority now. You know what I'm saying? And they rush the girl, and rush the girl, and rush the girl. Um, off Baby Blue, and Baby Blue's still sitting there. Okay, so we still struggle a little bit with that. You know what I'm saying? But now you don't have no kind of real control of your business until you start your own authority. And even still, is see from Jay, even when you do start your own authority, you still have struggles and issues you have to deal with, even more so that we ain't know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't know that you could even do that. That's crazy. How's that person even allowed to go up and down the highway with their only vehicle? Because she says attached on their vehicle making deliveries. That's crazy. Especially going out to somebody that you know is then put themselves online and start their own authority. Okay. It's so many different things been said about this young lady, and I was like, really? Don't know that. You don't know that. Um, and I hope she keeps going. Also, none of the things that happened to her take her down. I think she's moving out of van freight. I think. I don't think she's moving any open freight deck. Now, me personally, I ponder about moving to open freight person myself. Because you see me on this reefer gang, it messes and plays with your money. Right? Now, for somebody like her, she will make money, but for a driver, don't make money sometimes because of these appointment times. But I'm wondering, like, what's gonna be next for J Rich? What is she gonna do? Is she gonna keep building the fleet up? You know what I'm saying? Is she gonna go back to mega players like Amazon, or, is it more about building more directly with the shipper yourself? You know what I mean? Cause shit, to lose a contract, that shit's scary when you have drivers. It really, really is. Think about it. You have people's salaries in your hands. People that's looking for you to make sure they eat. Let me see some of you guys do that. Let me see some of you dudes do that. Okay. So you naysay or talk negative down about anybody. For real. You know what I'm saying? I'll be up people saying her thing not real, this and that and the other. Man, please. And majority of the hate for Jay Rich has been coming from me and ain't been coming from other ladies. You feel what I'm saying? Some of y'all wouldn't even lease a truck. So you wouldn't even lease a truck at all. Some of y'all rather go drive for a fleet owner and get paid 30 cents. And I know one guy, he been trucking shit 15 years and he driving for a fleet owner and he's a fleet owner paying him 30 some cents a mile. That's crazy. And you done gave his business 14, 15 years of your life. And you knocking somebody else from doing their thing. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this: getting your own authority, like Jay Rich has done, mistakes are gonna be made. Everything is not going to fly smoothly. It's just the same when you went to trucking school. When you learn how to back the truck up, and you didn't do it correctly on the first try, it took you a whole week or two to get it down. Then you still were 100% in it. It's still to perfection being out here on this road and being in these real docks and being in real life and getting some kind of control, getting a feel of truck. It's the same thing for the other side of the business. When you build your portfolio, mistakes ought to be made. You don't give up easily. You see, she didn't give up easily. And if I had 14 trucks and I lose out on a mega contract like Amazon, you don't know what you would have done. You know what I'm saying? And I wish she would have dived a little bit more deeply into it about as far as getting the contracts. It's all by online communication. That you have to actually fly in and meet in person. I wish the interview would have been a little bit more on the heart to heart, just a little bit. I will say that, Jay, and give us more what some more of your struggles are. I mean, you gave some, but I would like to dive as far as like getting the contracts. Is that more of like, is it that much red tape you really have to go through? You know what I'm saying? Do you have to fly that meeting person often? Do you have to do all your drivers and your authority have to meet their criteria, or those you just gonna plan putting on that lane for that contract? So the interview was insightful and helpful, and happy to see her, of course. But I wish she would have been way more to people that are really watching and paying attention. But say one more time, we'll come back for more commentary. Hold on.
All right, Hustle fam, we back. It's your man Ramel, and you know, anytime I'm in H-Town, I'm in Houston, I gotta check in with the family. Big J Rich.
Big J Rich.
Is it Big J Rich
It
now?
is. It was J Rich. Now it's Big J Rich.
So
right.
we weren't in person, but man, you were telling your story, and it was just amazing just watching how you came from corporate to getting in the truck, to building your business, and you were actually just kind of expanding. You were getting the government contracting at that time, and you were just just growing into who you are now. Big J Rich, right? Now it's at the beginning, so I'm like, yo, we gotta run it back. Yeah. We gotta check in. We gotta see what's been going on since then. It's been like, what, a year or two?
Yeah, it's been 2 years.
2 years
Yeah,
since
2
then?
years.
So I'm like, yo, I gotta check in with the homie, man,
Yeah.
and just see what's up. So it's good to have you back.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to finally meet you again.
Yeah,
we met at a few events, but just to have that sit
just
down.
to be able to sit down and chop it up.
So I appreciate this.
No doubt, no doubt. So what's been going on, Jay? What's new? Just catch us up real quick, and then we'll go back and forth, because there's people who may not have seen the first episode, so we want to catch them up to speed. But kind of tell us what's going on in your world right now.
Okay, so 2 years ago, I started my trucking company, and I started my authority. I grew fast. And to be honest with you, I grew faster to the point where I couldn't even keep up. I was running more of a hustle to my business than actually running like a full professional business, keeping all documents, dotting my I's, crossing my T's and everything. So I had to pull back some. I made a lot of mistakes starting off my trucking company. I guess because I came in the industry as like a driver to an operator, so I'm like, yeah, I'm ready for all this. And then one truck went to five trucks went to 10, and I was like in between 14 to 17 trucks, depending on what the drivers were feeling. If they want to work that week, they was working. If not, so it became so chaotic because I had lost a big contract.
Okay.
And I had 2 driver trucks that broke down. The customer basically told me it was like high value products that was on the trailers, and like we can't afford that, so they had to drop me, right? So man, when I tell you, you ever had a fight before And,
I have.
and you ever got beat up before?
I have.
Okay, you know that feeling?
For sure.
That's exactly how I felt. And at the time, man, it was because the money was flowing in. Everybody was, getting paid. Everything was good. And when I had all my eggs in that one basket when it come down to that contract.
Right.
So when I lost it, it was like my heart was just like, what are you gonna do? I had all this responsibility when it comes down to, I had to take care of these drivers. I had to make sure they, get paid. I had my employees, so I had to just come to my senses. I said, I gotta tell these people like, yo, I'm gonna have to find some other work with y'all. I mean, for y'all, but it's not gonna be the same type of money.
Right.
Now, during this time, this is like Christmas time that this happened.
Okay.
And so I'm having to be the bigger person. And like they say, at the end of the day, as a CEO, you're the last person to eat.
Big facts.
And I would see like for weeks as I was transitioning trucks, I was putting them on like different lanes and getting on the load boards. I'm contacting JB Hunt. Oh Lord, that was just terrible. I'm like, JB Hunt, listen, I got some power on the units. What lanes y'all have? So it was like it was to the point where it was very stressful because I felt like a failure at that time. It was like, man, I failed my people. More like, yeah, I failed my business, but I failed my people because we had this lane going. And yeah, even though the drivers, the trucks broke down, it was out of their hands, but at the same time, it was more so like, man, Jay, this taught me you can't keep all your eggs in one basket in this industry, right?
Yeah.
So I started sharing the story, bits and pieces with my people, with Rich Gang. And I started getting all types of people contacting me like, can you help me with
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of.
Let me know if y'all hear me. We're back. Okay. Let me know if y'all stop hearing me or not. Okay. All right. All right. So we watched it again. So for those of you that say, oh, she didn't disappear, she didn't fell off. Your girl didn't fall off. She ain't went nowhere. She's still striving. Okay. Okay. Those you saying she never had own authority and all that kind of stuff, she's still here. Okay. Now she did go a little bit into JB Hunt. Okay, so she did give it so Amazon JB Hunt. So I guess JB Hunt must not be on the authority side all that hot. Okay, a lot of y'all love JB Hunt as company drivers and lease up drivers, excuse me. But I guess it must not yeah, I guess not be all that hot of a structure for the power only. Okay. So thank you for thank you, Jay Rich, for letting us know that ain't all that hot on that end. Okay. For those that want to go down the lane that you probably most likely in. And you know what, and that's kind of halfway to be expected. I'm not surprised for us say that JB Hunt wasn't really all that hot to move underneath. And of course, again, like we learned about Amazon, because these mega companies really don't really want you to win like that. Okay, it's only like a small handful of them that I've actually met and talked to people that have 10, 20, 30 trucks underneath their umbrella, and they really are thriving. Okay, but I was shocked to hear about JB Hunt because JB Hunt, supposedly gets so many stars, being such a decent and good company. But if you reach a certain height in your career, obviously not. Okay. Um, and I was like, wow, really, I couldn't believe that she had said that, but yeah, your girl said it. So I was like, really? For thank you for that. You feel me? But it is. I guess that you feel like you have to. Well, when you because she hasn't had authority none below in 2 years, so she really a brand new baby in that sense. So I guess you really just don't have no choice to um go underneath these mega carriers to keep building. Okay. Ice Water Truckology says, I don't understand why people try to complicate the trucking game. It's been the same since inception. People try to recreate the wheel instead of just doing what's and trying and improving. Well, when you're a new authority like her, you got to test the waters and see what works. Truckology 101. I think that's really what Jay is really doing. So when she lost out on a mega player like Amazon for all the reasons, whatever reason that she lost out on the form, I guess going to another mega player would make sense, and keeping your trucks and your drivers moving, which is the biggest key of keeping your business built. Because when your trucks are not moving, you're not eating. When your drivers not eating, you're not eating. Okay, so is I wouldn't say she was trying to recreate it. I think that she was just trying to scramble, get it together, scramble, and get it together. You know what I'm saying? I can imagine being a CEO and having 14 trucks and all those drivers depending on you, and you lose out on a mega contract. I can imagine you're going to scramble. So you're going to hurry up and grab onto anything and gravitate to anything that um, can keep that cement from cracking underneath you. That's what I think she really, really was trying to really get to. Ice water, Chuckology. Like I said, it's a little to the chick that baby girl. This is not a slight against you at all. You kind of in the lane where I want to be too. And and I'm glad you did come in through the interview because we hadn't seen talk to you in a minute, so we know what was going on with you. And happy to hear that you were sustaining. Okay, when I start mine, I don't know what kind of things I'm gonna come across. Being a lady, and then I know that you pretty much run J Rich Logistics yourself. Um, so I know that's a challenge. Because being out here on this road by myself is a challenge. So I can imagine keeping that many vehicles rolling. What happened? What happened? Lord, really? What the hell? Damn it! Okay. I don't know what happened, y'all. My laptop just went completely out, and we on full charge. Well, full charge. I don't know what happened with it. I don't know what happened with it at all, y'all. So, okay, the link is up top if you want to come in. Anything to say? That's crazy. That's so weird, y'all. That is so crazy. That's so crazy. But okay, back to what I was saying. It's not about what it is that she's trying to prove. It's just figuring out what's the best lane for you in building and growing your business. So, yeah. So, I don't know what happened, fam. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm in a good spot. I'm right here next to the building. So I don't know what happened to it. What happened to it at all, y'all. Y'all go subscribe to Truckology 101. This man has been saying the same thing for years on his platform. And y'all just not starting to go listen to him. So make sure you go hit him up and subscribe um, to his channel. But we're gonna end it off here, y'all, so we got kicked out. But Jay Rich, we have to see you thriving. So yeah, I'm happy to see you thriving and doing what you're doing. Hope you keep growing and growing and growing. Um, you know, and I'm hoping that you don't lose any more out than what you already have. Because when you you lose out on money. Okay, and that's not what we got into this industry for. And don't let nobody else tear you down about anything. Because there's so many things being said, baby. It's crazy, almost. Okay. We might come back to do a part two once I figure out what actually happened to me getting kicked out here and see what's going on. I don't know if StreamYard did or it was my laptop that did it. I don't know. But maybe come back later on and actually have a kind of discussion uh, about Jay and having your own authority and all the challenges that you have and having it. And hopefully we have a long lasting connection and what happened. I don't know what happened, y'all. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened to it at all. No, what's up? I love y'all. Hit like, subscribe, comment down below, and this is your girl Shay.